And Tunisia, what's going on? Because you guys have practically disgraced Africans like in a whole. I hope you guys are all doing good. And if today is your first time watching this channel, don't forget to actually like the video, subscribe to the channel, and put us on post notifications. So anytime we shoot or we drop an update, you come and you get a notification and then you come and watch. That's a way of supporting the channel. So thank you very much for that. The FIFA World Cup is still ongoing. The first set of run of games has already come to an end. You know, and we are in the second round of games. Matches have started already. So there's a lot on the chopping board. Without wasting my time, let's get into things. On Czech Republic versus South Africa, let's run into some of the results of the game. Czech Republic versus South Africa 1-1. Switzerland versus Bosnia and Herzegovina 4-1 against Bosnia. And Canada against Qatar 6-0, okay, against Qatar. Mexico 1-0 against South Korea. That was a really shocking and surprising result. But it looks more like this year's World Cup, the host nations are really showing up, because you could see Canada winning one match, one draw. USA also winning 2 matches in a row, as well as Mexico. Because Mexico to score South Africa, I wasn't even expecting that, because you can look at the caliber of players that South Korea has, the likes of Son Heung-min, Kim Min-jae. I'll really commend Mexico on that result. Moving on, USA also, like I said earlier, won by 2-0. They have already qualified for the round of 32. And in case you are wondering why we are heading straight to round 32 instead of the normal or usual, round 16 that we know, it's because now the tournament field has been expanded from 32 teams to 48 teams. So now the groups are 12 instead of 8 teams. So in this case, we no more go to round of 16 like the usual one. We go to round 32 before we head to the round of 16. So that's just by the way. Moving forward, Scotland also was trashed by a 0-0 by Morocco. Kudos to Morocco. Morocco is really making Africa proud, very, very, very proud. So that's a very commendable performance. Also, they have won their 2 games in a row and they have already qualified to the round of 32. Brazil also won 3-0 against Haiti. That was really expected. Nothing really. I don't think anybody expected otherwise, because Brazil was obviously going to win that match. Turkey versus Paraguay 1-0, guys. This year, I don't know what's going on with Turkey, because looking at Turkey and Paraguay comparatively, Turkey is a better of a team than Paraguay. And you have the likes of Kanayodes, Yilmaz. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that they have gone ahead to lose 2 matches in a row. And they've been automatically booted out of the FIFA World Cup. So, and that match also, Miguel Amaron had a red card. The new FIFA rules that forbids players from covering their mouth during on-field confrontations with opponents, and he actually covered his mouth, and so that resulted in a red card, and he missed their final group stage match against Australia, and may only be available if Paraguay makes it to the round of 32. And so that's just by the way. And on next, we have Netherlands coming up from Group F to score 5-1 against Sweden, and Germany also won by 2-1 against Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast was very, very wasteful in that match. Very, very, very wasteful. Dingra. I for once thought Ivory Coast was going to win that match, or even a draw. Because at the point where it was 1-1, Edingra had a very clear-cut chance, and he couldn't convert that chance. Like, it was really, really shocking surprise. Ivory Coast really had, they played all the ball in first half. Second half, they were really showing signs of winning, but just in the blink of an eye, Germany turned things around. So that was really an unexpected performance from Ivory Coast, considering the way they started the match and all of that. But that's just by the way. Moving on, Ecuador also played 0-0 with Curacao. Okay, and you see, there's this funny meme going out where Tunisia on the next day. Okay, but I have one record here where Curacao goalkeeper Eloy Room, 37 years old. He's 37 years old. Made 15 saves against Ecuador. Now he's moved from having just 98k followers to 1.2 million followers on Instagram. I think this World Cup, most people come into the World Cup irrelevant, unknown, but after their performance, they become very famous. They get so much numbers and all of that. I've seen the likes of Panama goalkeeper as well. The next day, Tunisia also lost 4-0 against Japan. Spain also came up with 4-0 against Saudi Arabia. And Belgium against Iran, 0-0. Uruguay against Cape Verde, 2-2. And New Zealand against Egypt, 3-1. So Egypt won their first World Cup game against New Zealand. And Tunisia, what's going on? Because you guys have practically disgraced Africans, like, in a whole. You haven't even lost one match. And the sort of goals you are conceding is way too much. Because if you considered 5 against Sweden, right, and you've considered 4 against Japan, who knows how much you are going to concede against Netherlands. So let's see how that goes. But yesterday, some interesting matches also came on where Argentina trashed Austria 2-0. France also 3-0 against Iraq. Norway against Senegal 3-2. And Jordan against Algeria 2-1. That was later that night. But let's talk about Senegal. Senegal. They just ended AFCON champions, in some people's opinion, right? Though it was awarded to Morocco, but you won it like on paper, and you came to a World Cup. You are in a group with who? Let me check the people Senegal is in. The groups, the countries Senegal is in group with. You are in group with France, Norway, and Iraq. So even if you are not going to top the group, because France is a very dominable side, why not even second? Or even if it's third, I'm not expecting to see you having 0 points here. Senegal basically has 0 points here. He has nothing. And that's a really, really shock. To me, it's very, very shocking. So France is first with 6 goals. 6 points, sorry. Netherlands, Norway is second with 6 points. And then Senegal 0, Iraq 0. So automatically, we all know that Senegal is being booted out of the World Cup. But we'll see how that goes. Now, the Argentina match where Messi scored 2 goals, he also made some unwanted records in the FIFA World Cup to be the only player to be awarded the most penalties. That's 7. However, he's also the player that has missed more penalties in the FIFA World Cup. That's 3. So the 7 penalties that he's been awarded, okay, he has scored 4 and he has missed 3. So that's some sort of unwanted record that was made by Lionel Messi. And more also, Lionel Messi now holds the joint record for the most consecutive World Cup games with goals. 10 goals in 6 matches on football biggest stage. That's really impressive. Now, he also holds the records for the all-time goal scorer in the World Cup with 18 goals. And he's really making something interesting this actual World Cup where he has all the 2 games that Argentina has won. The goals came from Lionel Messi, scoring 5 goals in 2 matches. So that's really, really impressive performance by Lionel Messi, and he also clinched the man of the match yesterday. As well as Kylian Mbappe also scoring 2 goals, Harland 2 goals, and both players also won man of their match in their respective games. The France versus Iraq match also was suspended for I think some minutes. There was some sort of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms, so that match has to also be suspended. And that's just by the way. But Harland is the all-time goal scorer for Norway already, despite he showing representing just 2 World Cup matches. He's already the top scorer for Norway. He scored 16 goals in the qualifier matches. So that's really also impressive coming from Harland. Today we have some matches coming up where Portugal will be featuring Uzbekistan. I hope Ronaldo and his Portugal will win this match, and also Ronaldo used this as an opportunity to end his goalless drought because he's gone 9 consecutive matches without even scoring a goal. So I really hope this match is a turning point for him. But later today, England is coming up against Ghana, and there's so much controversies around this match, and people are really excited, and they are really excited and seeing how this match is going to go. But for content's sake, no African team has ever scored England in the World Cup. That's on records. And also, on the other side, Ghana has never won their second World Cup match in the group stage. They have never lost. They have never lost their second group stage match in the FIFA World Cup. So we'll see about that. We'll see which record would be, broken today. And breaking news coming in that Thomas Partey is back in the squad and he will be featuring against England. Now, we know how England play. They have excellent players. They have the experience of the Premier League. They have intensity, but we know how we can control this. We know they have 3 Lions and we have 33 Lions. That's Carlos Queiroz, the head coach of the Black Stars, ahead of the match between Ghana and England. That's a statement from the coach. He said the England national team have 3 Lions and he and his guys has 33 Lions. As a matter of fact, 33 million Lions. Wow. Okay, so Ghana against England coming up 8 p.m. tonight. And Ghanaian witch doctor Nana Kukubunsam has vowed to put a curse on Hurricane for the Tuesday England versus Ghana match. Now, this is his statement. He said, I'm working on Hurricane. I have shown that I am capable of before. So I know that work I must do to stop him. I am not wishing him serious injury. It will just be enough to stop him against my country. I will do my work so that it can help Ghana. So you guys all know, I think the only witch doctor or the only fetish priest that has been verified on Google, that's Nana Kukubunsam, says he's going to actually stop Henry Kane from scoring against Ghana. And there's one famous British illusionist, okay, Urigela. He's also saying that he has actually cleaned everything that Nana Kukubunsam have done. And Harry Kane is actually going to score and England is going to win Ghana. That's also what he's saying today. So we'll see about that. We'll see about that also, how that match ends. And also later tonight, Panama coming up against Croatia and Colombia against DR Congo. That's for Group K. I'm going forward. The third round of games will also begin tomorrow, and Neymar will be coming up. Breaking news coming in that Neymar will be back for the game against Scotland, and Ancelotti confirms that. So tomorrow, the third round of games will start as the final group stage matches, where we'll be having Bosnia versus Qatar, Switzerland versus Canada, Morocco versus Haiti, and Scotland versus Brazil, as I said earlier. Czech versus Mexico, that's their final game in Group A, and South Africa against South Korea, that's their final game as well. So, to draw the curtains of this show, there are some newly promoted sides for the La Liga 2026-2027. That's Malaga, Racing Santander, and Deportivo La Corona. So you guys will be seeing them, featuring in the La Liga matches in the upcoming season because they've actually qualified and been promoted, to the La Liga. So guys, thanks for watching this video. Like I said earlier on, don't forget to always like and subscribe. After you watch, you like it, you click in the channel, you go and subscribe, and you put us on post notification. That way, anytime we drop a video, you get a hint, you get an update, you get a notification, so you come and watch. So you see you on the next episode. Bye.